Hello guys, we're just we're Saturday morning now. We've just walking down to get the Uber. Just come to 11 minutes past 4 it was this morning. Meeting them over the road at Ace Hardware, so it's not too bad. So let's give a little update on sort of what I've been doing as well while I've walked down. So yesterday I actually went to California for the first time to Long Beach. So I have been assigned the driver trainer for the next 4 weeks, so we'll be going backwards and forwards to the ports and sharing the driving a little bit so I can get my hours up that I need to do my mileage up. I think you've got to hit a certain amount of mileage before you can go do your permit tests. So, but yeah, I've got a good driver trainer. She's just down to earth, so down to earth, just gets on with it, and yeah, it's good to talk. So it's not just someone that sits in silos, which is a bonus. So yeah, I'm flying up to Des Moines this morning out of Phoenix Airport. So let's go get this Uber, and yeah, we'll go pick my car up.
Hi, I'm Tim. I'm Harry's dad. I help him with the channel. I help him do some of the editing, and I'm going to be doing the voiceover for this video as we travel from Michigan to Arizona. Yeah, Harry was up around about 4 o'clock, so was I. I set off driving around about 5:30 while Harry was getting an Uber to Phoenix Airport. And yeah, this is downtown South Lyon, Michigan. It looks like it's Christmas, but it's not. It is the end of August, and we're going to drive the 2,000 miles over a period of 3 days. We were very lucky with the weather and with the road conditions. The accident you see here was a vehicle that had gone off the road, I think, but really that's about all we saw the whole way. And the weather was good, the traffic was good. We were very fortunate.
Okay, so we have made it to Phoenix Airport. Show where we sat. Just got a bit of a view of the I think that's the takeoff runway there at the minute that the planes are going off. But yeah, we've just got a spin around again. We've just got a Panera bread. We've got like a bacon sandwich and a coffee. It's still 3 minutes past 6 at the minute this morning as we're just waiting for our gate. Flight's just going to take off further down there, so we're not far away. It's like the quieter terminal, it's just a domestic terminal, so we're flying to Denver first, and then we are changing there, and then we're flying to Des Moines. So yeah, we've got 2 flights today. Got window seats for both as well, so hopefully we get some good views, especially at Phoenix when we're taking off at 8 o'clock. The sun should come up, we should get some good views. So yeah, I'll go get my breakfast and a coffee and wake up a bit, and yeah, we'll get on our way.
So we're about 250 miles in, and we reached the second state of our journey, which is Indiana. And I'm going to be showing you quite a few rest areas along the way. I'm an old guy, so I need my rest stops. We don't generally have service stations like we do in the UK. The US tend to have rest areas. We don't have as many facilities as what we see in the UK. They're really just toilets and vending machines. But as you will see in this one, there is parking for trucks and for cars, and there's no charge. So the trucks can, if there's room, can park up and get a wash and get refreshed, and even stay there for the night. So there's no I don't think there's any limit other than 24 hours. You're not allowed to stay in them for more than 24 hours.
$100 flight voucher every anniversary account, 15 months of absolutely no interest, no foreign transaction fees, instant elite gold status to get those free carry-ons and those free seat upgrades.
Third state, Illinois, and yeah, we're Illinois is a bit like Michigan's got a lot of water, but apart from the Lake Michigan coastline, they have a lot of rivers. So the sign there did say Iowa. Don't get excited. We're still a few hundred miles away from Iowa, but yeah, we were making good progress. So Harry was in the air flying to Denver, and I was driving through Illinois. I thought this was pretty interesting that I came across in one of the rest areas. It's an old payphone. You generally don't see them in operating condition. There wasn't a dialing tone. I did carefully pick the receiver up and have a listen, but yeah, nice to see one not smashed to pieces. About 100 miles further down the road we cross another river, and just over the other side of the river is Iowa. So we made it. Iowa referred to as the middle in the US because it is basically the middle of the country. It's very flat, lots of farming, and yeah, we got there. So just after Harry was arriving in Denver, I was arriving around about 20 miles away from Des Moines. So I chose to get to another rest area and park up where I could get something to eat and some shade, because it was starting to warm up a little bit, and just wait until Harry was about 10 minutes away from the airport, and then I was going to set off and meet him there. And there are waiting areas at most airports. They call them cell phone parking lots, so you can park there and then get a call from the person you're there to pick up. So I was lucky. This parking lot is pretty busy usually, but I managed to get a spot.
Okay, so welcome to Des Moines. We've just literally got off the plane there and we're out in like 20 seconds, so we're not done bad. We've been had good flights really. I didn't film out on the Des Moines flight. Well, the flight to Des Moines, window were really dirty, so you couldn't see much picture, but I think if we keep following this footpath round, we should get to where my dad's parked the car. It's not often you get footpaths at airport to follow that. You can follow around to car parks, people can pick you up, so that's a bit of a bonus. But yeah, it's nice weather here. It's not a cloud in the sky. It's quite a bit cooler than it is at Buckeye as well, so that's a bit of a bonus. But yeah, I can see where he's parked. You can see my car on the end. So yeah, we'll get on the road and we'll get down to Kansas for the night.
Now then. Alright.
Yeah. It's quiet when you're out nowhere, innit?
But once you're out of big cities, it's just space, isn't it? It's like driving up that bit between Scotland, isn't it? When there's nothing.
Yeah. What's the better one?
So we're doing 65. It's just past the flag.
Yeah.
50.
Trucks out. When I last looked, I've looked and all I saw was the Kenworth badge in mirror. In rear view mirror. He's like that go downhill.
I'm not seeing any bars, Harry.
There's that long arm thing, but yeah. I know what you mean, yeah.
Is that us?
Yeah.
Take the exit on the right.
Should have googled it. Texas Longhorns. Got Texas Roadhouse, and there's a Longhorns on our side.
This is us, Hampton here.
There is a bar. I have seen a bar and grill on Google Maps.
Oh, okay.
So I have seen a bar and grill. Right knee don't work.
What no?
A right knee. It's just so. Not moved.
Looks straight in. I'm assuming so.
Turn right, then turn right.
Waffle House. Got a bad feeling, Harry.
Turn right,
Total Wine.
then
I saw
turn
Total
right.
Wine. We're drinking wine if not else. Stop all way, so you've got right away. Wheels.
Turn right, then turn left.
Yeah.
Turn left, then
Is
your
it open?
destination will be on the right.
Oh. One spot here.
Head south.
I'm gonna go all the way, I think, then it's just drive out. Then
Straight out in the morning, yeah. Perfect. And spot. Ding dang go.
Okay, so we have made it down to where we're at, just Liberty in Missouri, just outside of Kansas City. So we've just come up to 1848. So yeah, we just got checked in, and yeah, we're ready to go get some food. We are tired. It was 178 miles from the airport down here. We did it in one hit, so we just did one big drive, get it done in it, and get it, just get here. But yeah, I think this is the first time in a while I've seen grass. You know, we don't usually see it where we are now, but yeah, it's definitely a lot cooler up here, so it is nice.
We went to Longhorn for our dinner. We didn't film much in there, it was very busy, but we had some nice food and a couple of beers. Show me the beer aisle, H. Take me to the beer. Oktoberfest, look at all this lot. So as you heard when we were driving into Kansas City, I was a little bit worried. There are some states in the US, or some counties in the US, that are dry. They don't allow alcohol, and I was a little bit worried that this was going to be one. But we saw a Total Wine shop, so we went and took a look, and yeah, it's basically an alcohol superstore. So my fears were allayed. We managed to get a beer and take a look around this amazing beer and wine warehouse. Day 2, we set off from our hotel around about 7 o'clock, I think it was. There is a lot of this footage is from my dash cam, or now Harry's dash cam, and some idiot had set the time wrong, so it was 12 hours out, and then obviously as we went through the 3 different time zones, we were way out, so I'm covering the time up because it was confusing. But as you can see, the sun's just coming up, and we set off. We'd got around about 600 and some miles to do today, so a longer day than the previous day, but still not the longest day. That's got to come tomorrow. So we set off just as the sun was coming up, and we filled up so that we got plenty of gas to get us going. And as you can see, $2.86 here, which is around about $1 cheaper than what it is in Michigan. So we made it to Oklahoma. I think this is the 5th state or the 6th state. I've lost count, but I think we go through 10 in total, and another rest area. And usually when we arrive at a rest area, we swap drivers. So I generally drive first thing, and Harry takes over and does the second stint, and then we see who drives the rest of the day. After another rest area, we call in for fuel. The car has got around about 550 mile range when you're doing a long drive like this. I think we averaged 45 miles to the gallon, which for a 2.4 litre engine is not too bad, I guess. And that's US miles per gallon, so UK miles per gallon it's probably closer to 50. And we don't let it get less than half a tank. We don't want to be running out of fuel and having to call out a breakdown service. So a little bit cheaper here in Oklahoma, which $2.65, it's going in the right direction. And that's US gallons, by the way, not UK gallons.
Get round. Should do.
Private RV, not for hire.
That ain't cheap.
By the time they pulled up to the complex of townhouses where they lived, it was dark, and that prickle that had started in Sherry's
There'll be a lot of voiceover on this video, isn't there?
Because what she saw
Done this.
was
Yeah.
wrong. Kevin Bowen for 9 News reported on their podcast
Texas travelling from
that
Centre
the
100 miles.
detached garage
That's
door
got to be where
was
we're going.
open. And there was Patricia's
Like, that's exactly what they said was going
Rest
to happen.
area 1 mile.
Yes.
And before they could catch him, he found an
No toilet,
unlocked door. It was the home of a couple,
What's that
Christopher
say?
and Nancy, and their new baby. According to Kirk Mitchell's reporting, Nancy had gotten out of bed to get the baby a bottle when she saw Ewing come through the back door and
Yeah, it was all the way. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's a back of it. Still, how did they move? 3 mile long. 400,000 ton.
We made it to Amarillo, Texas. I was tempted to stop the car and ask someone if this was the way to Amarillo, but I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have known who Tony Christie or Peter Kay were, so I didn't bother. Yeah, but this is our motel, the Big Texan motel. Really nice, really quirky, a little bit different. So and reasonable prices. I think this were around about $120 for the night, so not too bad. This crazy guy decided that he would just take up the whole entrance, and I tried my best not to take his wing mirror off, but it was pretty close. But yeah, he was sat in there just pig ignorant. So yeah, the Big Texas Motel, Amarillo, Texas. Our room's just there on the right hand side. So about 6 p.m, not too late tonight, and we get to eat in the Big Texas Ranch, which is a really fabulous steakhouse. If you're ever in Amarillo, Texas, that's the place to eat.
could start it from here, really, outside. We'll just talk over it because we've got so much voiceover to do anyway. What's another clip?
So on goes.
Can we fit through?
Okay, Fury. As I said, this is a fabulous restaurant, and they rear their own cattle, and it is home to a challenge there where you can eat a 72-ounce steak, jacket potato, shrimp and salad in less than an hour. You get it for free. Molly Schuler did 3 of them in less than an hour. I swear, check it out on YouTube, it's unbelievable. My steak was a little bit more modest at 10 ounce, and Harry went for the ribs. Just look at the meat that's on those ribs. They were fabulous. You couldn't eat them all. I tried one. Amazing food. Yeah, really, really good. And this is the restaurant. You can see there at the back there's a raised table. That's where you sit if you're going to try the challenge. They put you on show, and you've got 1 hour to eat all that food. Really big gift store as well. This animatronic buffalo, a little bit out of sync, but yeah, still good fun. And we picked up a couple of souvenirs, and that's the sunset in Amarillo. We got to bed. After a couple of beers, we were ready to sleep. We watched Amy Schuler eat 72-ounce steaks, and then next morning we were up early because we had the longest drive to do, just over 700 miles today. So we're leaving Amarillo at, I think we were on the road for just before 5 a.m. So we stopped for breakfast. This is where Harry takes over. We went to Denny's, but believe it or not, it was closed for refurbishment. So we had to just take a breakfast sandwich from the service station that we were at, and then we called in for yet more fuel. You would expect Texas, the oil state, to be cheaper, but as you can see, the price has gone up a little bit, and yeah, a little bit disappointing. And another state, we made it into New Mexico. It's a new state for me. I'd not been there before, and we're starting to see a few more mountains. No cacti. I thought there'd be cacti all over, but no, there was not. And we didn't film too much in New Mexico. It was tended to be, as I said, pretty flat and deserty. But here we are, probably about another 300 miles further down the road, and we're calling for more fuel, and the price is sneaking up, $3.29 a gallon. starting in Texas really, but more so in New Mexico and in Arizona, we saw a lot of trains, a lot of goods trains, and as you can see, they are colossal. We couldn't fit them all in, and you know, you cannot count the number of carriages on there, but they are literally miles long, and some of them have 6 and 7 trains, engines actually pulling the train. We thought this was pretty funny. It's just sped up double time, but yeah, this is a truck pulling a truck, so it looked like it were facing us, but we were on the right side of the road.
For $7, or get 30% off 12 packs of soda when you buy 3 with Target Circle, and save even more. Find new lower prices on many grocery.
And here we go. We made it to the home state of Harry, Arizona. As I say, I think this is the 10th state that we drove through. I will put a check at the end and just make sure I got that right, but I'm pretty sure. So here we are heading towards Flagstaff. That mountain is just over 12,000 feet high, and Flagstaff itself is around about 6,000 feet in elevation. So it's just about 150 miles north of Phoenix. And here we are. We're actually heading down the 6,000 feet, and it runs for about 15 miles downhill.
Next mile, 14 miles to go.
We thought this was quite funny because it was incredibly steep. A runaway truck ramp 5 miles ahead. You'd be doing about 90 miles an hour by the time you got to that runaway truck ramp. But this was the only traffic we encountered the whole journey. It was Labor Day, bank holiday in the US, and as we were heading down, we got a little bit of traffic. Lost about 20 minutes, but that's all. We had a very good trip altogether. And the difference between Flagstaff, which was about 95 degrees, and Phoenix was 107 degrees, and that's purely down to the elevation change. And here we are getting off the interstate for Buckeye, Harry's hometown, and this is the most confusing ramp that I've come across in the US. So as you know, in the US we drive on the right hand side of the road, and usually what happens when you come off a junction like this, an off ramp, an exit ramp, is there's traffic lights at the bottom, which there is here, and you would cross over onto the right hand side of the road. But for some reason, this junction, they keep you on the left hand side of the road. And as you can see, there is traffic travelling on the right hand side of the road in the opposite direction. It's so confusing, and at night when there's no other cars around, I'm sure people will be taking the wrong turn. So what they do is they take you on the left hand side, and then they cross you back over onto the right hand side, and you can see traffic here on my left waiting to do the same thing. Really crazy. I'm sure someone thought it was a good idea, but yeah, it threw me a little bit. So we made it safely to Buckeye, Harry's hometown, and got to the final hotel of our journey. It's actually only me staying here tonight. Harry will be working tomorrow or the next day at 2:30. He's got to be up, so I'm going to stay in this hotel on my own. And yeah, we did it. We did okay. So just less than 2,000 miles, but with all the rest areas and fuel stops and food, we did over 2,100 miles the whole journey. But point to point, 1,900 miles. So this is Harry's yard. These are the trucks of the company he works for, Duncan's and Sons. And yeah, the majority of them are white trucks, but you can see there is a red truck. That indicates that driver has been with the company more than 5 years. You get to pick your own colour scheme when you've been with the company for more than 5 years. So yeah, taking Harry so he can get to bed and get up at 2:30 the next day. I sort of had a free day on Tuesday. I was flying home on Wednesday, so I decided to get up at not too late an hour. I think this is about 8 a.m. and I'm just going to Walmart for some suntan cream because I didn't pack any, and the sun in Buckeye is brutal. And I went to the Skyline Regional Park and I did a little bit of a hike. I did just over 4 miles. Temperature around about 95 degrees, which is about 35 Fahrenheit Celsius. And I did a little walk. It wasn't too bad, there was a nice breeze, so it was quite cooling. I then had to take Harry's car for an emissions test. Arizona requires you to pass an emissions test, which you do not have to have in Michigan. So before he can register the car in his name and get an Arizona license plate, he has to pass this emissions test. So I took it for him, and it was a really quick procedure. You just take a ticket at the barrier and pull up and wait your turn. There's no need to book, and it was a very simple test, nothing like what you get in the UK. You literally just go inside the covered area here. The guy plugs a code reader into your vehicle to make sure there are no engine warning codes. He asks you to turn the car off and then restart it, and he checks to make sure the engine warning light is working. And he also checked that the fuel filler cap is creating a seal so that you don't put petrol gas vapors into the air. And that was it. $17, so it's not expensive and really quick. Took less than 5 minutes, and you have to have this done every 2 years on vehicles that are 5 years old and older. And this is Harry coming in. As I say, he'd driven to Long Beach in California and back again. And yeah, so this is not his truck, this is his trainer, Brianna. This is her truck. But there is Harry just logging off for the day. So there we have it. Harry's got some wheels, so now we can start filming some more vlogs again. We're conscious that we've missed a few days, but we will be putting some content up now that Harry has got some wheels and some independence. Thank you for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you've not subscribed, please do subscribe. We appreciate all the support and all the comments, and we try to answer every single comment that we get, and it gives Harry great motivation to keep going when he gets all your best wishes and encouragement for the future. Thank you, and we will catch you soon.